finally here, the final project for media and staging. Right now I'm trying to focus on putting together a video that will showcase all of the aspects of sound, recording, and lighting that I've studied this semester. When in reality, I would rather be decorating my house for Christmas. I have so many things to accomplish for the holidays. I still have a PowerPoint presentation to do for my Christmas music and drama presentation for my church. But now I need to focus on what I learned in media staging. This presentation will showcase all of the aspects of sound and recording and lighting that I have studied in this semester. To have a truly good recording, I need a recording space that is soundproof. Good luck getting anything resembling that in my house. I will need to build a room with double walls to absorb as much sound as possible, or a room within a room. I will need to seal the openings, like the doors and especially the windows, in such a way that sound cannot escape. Think of sound like water, and any unsealed window or opening of any kind will leak sound or water, both from inside and out. It would be so embarrassing to be recording a beautiful clarinet solo and hear in the background my son yelling, "Does anyone know what food I can eat in the refrigerator?" or my dog barking to be let back inside. I also have to plan the ventilation, so the room will be cool when in use. I have to think how to cool the room without the air conditioning noise, because I do not want that to bleed into my recording. Once in the room, I need to build acoustic panels to absorb the sound. I build open frames with 2x4s and cover them with fabric such as burlap. I'm not sure the color matters, but usually I've seen panels with black fabric. I would like to have as dead a room as possible so my recording doesn't sound like I am playing in my bathroom. I need to diffuse the sound so my recording isn't hit with a lot of reflection, so I will install some bookshelves and place items on it of different shapes and sizes so it breaks up the sound. I will not plan to fill these shelves with every book I own, because it is about the different shapes that helps with the recording. This will be an eclectic collection of items that will serve as a creative way to decorate and give us something to talk about as we wait to hear the playback and then to determine whether or not we need to re-record our work. I would use a combination of different microphones depending on the sound source. When recording piano, I would use 2 condenser mics. When recording voice, I would use a large diaphragm Behringer condenser mic. When I use the guitar, I use a combination of first body-mounted contact mics that vibrate by actually touching the instrument, and also known as pickups, and second, a dynamic mic. Of course, the most important microphone I use is a dynamic microphone used to record my clarinet work. Some sources have stated that the microphone should be placed around the bell of the clarinet. However, it is more effective to place the mic higher and closer to the tone holes to have the best sound. What are the components in my mixer? The gain is the overall or master control of the sound coming into each channel and is activated by a knob. There is the input section that contains several channels that control the volume using fader sliders or knobs. The more control you have with the channel control, the more room there will be to control the entire sound with the gain. There are also auxiliary control knobs that send the signal to monitors, CD or video feed, and even a hearing assist feed, giving it separate control of the amount of sound going to each of the other places. Equalization is essential for good tone quality and to avoid feedback. There are controls for the high, mid, and low ranges of sound. Equalization controls are used to increase or decrease the affected frequencies in the room. It balances the room but also allows for control of the overall tone quality of the mix. A good way to figure out by trial and error how to equalize is to get friends or family to help out. They get on a mic and begin to read a book with dramatic flair. You begin at the top of the board and start to turn one knob at a time until you achieve the sound you find pleasing to the ear. Equalization is a form of electronic processing that helps to give the best sound quality to the singer, instrumentalist, or speaker. Mixing live is complicated because there are so many variables that the sound person is unable to control. Even when they are meticulous in the sound check preceding the service, the room will change when there are people in the room absorbing sound. Monitors may be comfortable in the sound check, but things can change in the service. Singers and speakers may alter their presentation when in the actual service that they hadn't rehearsed in the sound check. All of these variables require focus, patience, experience, and the ability to respond quickly to challenges. Mixing in the recording studio is somewhat easier for the engineer because they have total control of the environment. They have the recording already with all of the mediums on separate channels. The difficult part is finished, and the mixing can be accomplished without all the variables of a live event. There is the luxury of time that allows the engineer to tweak the work as he or she listens and decides to enhance the sound with other effects that perhaps could not be used in a live setting. When shooting a video, you would want to use some special lighting to illuminate the project. There are 4 lights that are needed, and these can be lights you just find around your house. The key light that will shine directly on the subject, the backlight that will separate the subject from the background. This can also be called the hair light. The background light will illuminate the background and generally lights the room. That's a general light you could use. The fill light will eliminate the shadows that can result from the other lights. Where do the Christmas lights go? One other aspect about shooting a video would be to think about getting the subject in the top third so you can see them clearly, and pull that subject away from the background so they'll stand out a little bit more. Where are those Christmas lights? Over the years as a minister of music, I've written and directed many plays for the drama people in the churches I have served. I've used technology in the form of PowerPoint presentations to enhance my musical selection. Working with technology has never been my strong suit, and in the past I've been more than happy to turn that part of my programs over to others to accomplish. This semester has been a pretty steep learning curve for me, although I will probably never totally get into the hands-on in the technology. I now can talk about it intelligently and know what is available to use to obtain the results that I desire for my own presentations. I suppose this class is a little like eating broccoli for some people. Good for them, but they really don't care to eat it. It's a good thing I like broccoli. Thankfully, this final project for media and staging is now coming to a close. What a relief. Merry Christmas! Excuse me, but I have a zillion things to do, and I'm running out of time.